Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to rural Suffolk. We're just coming to the end of an absolutely lovely weekend. One of our friends has just got married yesterday, and they basically hired this field out as their wedding venue, and it was just an empty field, and they just made it sort of how they wanted. So it was like a festival style wedding, which was pretty cool. And camping was allowed, so we brought our caravan, and it was just brilliant. It was just off grid for the night. It was like a teepee they'd set up. It was a real sort of festival vibe, and it was great to wake up this morning with the bride and groom and the families. They stayed in some teepees. Yeah, we all woke up this morning, sat around, had breakfast. It was really, really nice. So I'll show you a quick clip of the field we're in now. What I thought I would do in this video is show you what's in my box. Woo! I've had a few people comment. We were chatting on Twitter recently about towing covers, etc. A few of us was chatting, and we were talking about what I keep in the front locker of the caravan. So I thought I'd just show you in this video. If this is going to bore you, just switch off and join us on our next one. But yeah, just thought it might help new caravanners who don't quite know what to have in the what to equip themselves with. This isn't, this is just my idea of what I should have in the front locker of the caravan. There's probably lots of other stuff that I think you guys have that I don't, and does come in handy, but this is just stuff I've accumulated that I find helps us for when we're out on our trips and preparing to leave and preparing to go away. So I'll show you now. So starting at the left, I have a plethora of empty plastic bottles in there, as you can see. The reason I have them in there is because if you're away somewhere and you've only just filled up the flush, and it's the end of the week, and then you're then going to go home, especially in the winter time, you don't want to have that in there in case it freezes. So what I do is I empty out the flush tank into plastic bottles and keep it, and that way then it's not going to damage the pipes in the flush, and you're not wasting any of the flush chemical. So that's what I do. And then moving on to my lovely little, I think it's 2.5 litre spray bottle. Now that is what I use a lot of the time to give the caravan a quick wash on site, or to clean the front if I'm gonna put the towing cover on or anything like that. If it's dirty on the side, then I will use that spray bottle to clean it down. I then have various polishers in here, all my cleaning materials. Auto Gleam Super Resin Polish, can't do without that. My bucket, always keep a bucket in here, always handy. And in my bucket I have my Fenix. See my other video about how I clean my caravan with Fenix. And I have some waterless wash as well, which is handy for giving the windows a quick clean or the front a quick clean before I put the towing cover on, before we leave to come home. And I have my glass, my glass cleaner, Auto Gleam Fast Glass, which is really good. Watering can. Always take a watering can because it's so much easier to fill up the flush with the watering can. And what I tend to do is I then leave it by the side of the caravan with water in it, in case in case of an emergency and I need some water, basically. So a lot of people sort of have fire buckets or whatever, but we have that, and yeah, it's just really handy to fill up the flush when needed. I then have all my bits of waste pipe there. I've got this one, which I've sort of rigged up myself, but I've also got a flexi one as well. We're like at an angle that we can't get the rigid one in. Gas bottles, obviously my brace for the water, Aquarol, that's the one. Gas bottles, that one's actually empty, I need to replace that one. In the middle, I always have, like, keep my hammers, gas spanner there. Well, it's actually just an adjustable spanner, but it's set for gas bottles. Yeah, I've got 3 types of hammer. I've got a metal lump hammer for banging in them pegs on the hard standing pitches. I've got a rubber mallet, and I always carry a claw hammer because that makes life so much easier when I'm getting the pegs out of the hard standing. So that's what I have there. Moving on. This is my junk corner, really. This is where I just chuck all the other stuff. So I always keep the wheels to the Wastemaster, my electric hookup, my bag that's got the various bits and pieces to do with the canopy I keep in there, my pegs, some bungee cords, my leveling ramps. I also keep some blocks of wood in there, just keep in there just in case I need to put under the winding legs. And that's about it, really. Always keep my microfiber mitt in there. I always put it on top of the gas bottle when it needs to dry off a bit if I've used it. And yeah, I just find, oh, not forgetting my extendable brush. I have an extendable brush for when I'm cleaning. It seems like I've got a hell of a lot of junk in there, but I find it's all stuff that actually really helps. You know, when we're away, I seem to have everything I need in here. Obviously my toilet chemicals. Yeah, it's just equipped for all eventualities. So that's just a little look of what's in my box, in my locker. I hope it hasn't bored you too much. I just thought it might help for any new caravanners who don't quite know what to equip themselves with. And if you've got any questions, feel free to ask. I'll always answer. Yeah, just leave a comment below. So thank you very much for watching. We'll see you soon. Bye.